Okay, the intake manifold is now installed and bolted down. The bolts were a little tricky. I didn't think they were starting again, but apparently they pop into place at the bottom, so you have to push them down a little snug and they'll pop into place and then they'll screw in. So I put it on, they're all installed and tightened down, so this intake's done. I was gonna connect up the harness next, but I think instead I'm gonna I've already installed the ignition pack on this side. I haven't installed on this side, just forgot to put it on while I was doing it. So I'm about to install the ignition pack on the driver's side, and then once I do that, then I can install the harness. The reason I want to wait is because the ignition pack has these little harness retainers, clips, that I want to have on this side, so that when I put the harness in, I'll have the clips ready to go. Also, since I've got the power steering hanging down a little bit, it's keeping a little bit of tension on these wires, and it's a little hard to get this harness fully up on top. I think this hole right here lines up with that, so I can't quite get the harness up on top, so I'll wait until I put this back on from the motor before I really do the harness on that side. But you can see how the harness lays in grooves on the top of this plastic intake, and there's a plastic panel that goes back here, and there's another plastic panel. This is your throttle bracket here, and this cover here I think just covers up these harnesses. Obviously going to make the fuel connections, which are easy. They just snap on, no tool required to get them off. No tool required to get them on. You have to have a tool to get them off. The knock sensor plugs in there, but I'll cover that later. I have a separate, when I hook up this harness, I'll tell you what they are, but I'm not going to go into detail what the purpose of these sensors are. I have a whole nother video series on General Motors fuel injection tuning, specifically LS1 or this type tuning, LS engine tuning. That's pretty much free, so you'll want to pay attention to that playlist. That's called Not HP Tuners or No HP Tuners, and I'll refer to you to that video to explain what that's all about. But for now, I just want to show you the intake installed, and I'm about to put the throttle body back on the front, and the ignition module on there, and the throttle body on front, and then probably bolt this power steering assembly back up so I can get the harness completely buttoned down, installed. So stay tuned for that. I'll make that another video. This is part 12. I'll make that part 13 because it's a separate topic. Thanks for watching.